The same plot lines, it's the same context, it's the same everything.
Right, because like there's a million adaptations of Dracula out there.
Right.
And like, you know, the difference between the 31 version and the Francis Ford Coppola one are fucking massive, but they're fundamentally the same fucking story. Not to mention like the 10,000 other versions of Dracula that stick.
Well, right. The 31 version is the play, essentially, which is kind of based on the book, whereas the Francis Ford Coppola is based on the book.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah.
So I think that's the difference. It's like one of them, you're really reimagining the thing.
Yeah. Because like I kept thinking about that as I was like, it's not like, are they? I mean, obviously, it's just they needed an episode and they were like, I really like the thing. Let's do the thing. And so like, it's not note for note. It's not a 1-to-1, but it's so close that the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just like, I was like, I could be watching the fucking thing right now.
Now, I'm going to say something very bold and brave right now. I don't think the thing is that good.
No shit.
I like it a lot. I think it's a good movie. I enjoy watching it. It's not my favorite of his movies. It's not even among the top favorites.
Okay. I'll grant you that, because I'm definitely in that camp where like I enjoy it quite a bit, but I don't go back and watch it very often.
It's a little messy. The acting's not great.
No, like I watch. There's a guy whose name is Windows.
Yeah, why?
Because he doesn't like naming characters,
and
he couldn't name somebody Nick Castle.
What's his face? Fox from The Warriors is in it.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, yeah, for sure. Like I'll watch Escape from New York 1,000 times. I'll watch Halloween 1,000 times. I've watched The Fog a million fucking times.
That's
but like,
my favorite.
They Live, I'll watch like a million times. But like, yeah, the thing feels kind of cumbersome.
Mm-hmm.
For, you know, and like,
it's because it's a bottle movie. That's why it's like, you're like, there's not much else to look at other than the actor. And I'm talking Wilford Brimley.
You got the diabetes.
Look, fucking Kurt Russell can't carry the team.
I know.
It's a good looking man, but.
Yeah. So our director for this episode is David Nutter. So I think it might have been like like 2 episodes ago, you were like, wait, when does David Nutter come around? And I was like, not till season 2. It turns out like 2 episodes later, David Nutter comes on the scene.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
He's a good one. So yeah, he basically leaves to direct other things around season 3, but up to that point, his output is among the best fucking episodes of the series up to the end of season 3. Like, because he directs a shitload of them.
I think he understood the aesthetic. And he got with the direction they were going in.
Yeah, he did Beyond the Sea, which is coming up right around the corner, which is a really, really good, which is one of the first episods that I'm like, oh shit, like this show is kind of finding its legs. That's the one with
Stay Away from the White Cross.
Yeah, that's the one with Brad Dourif in it, and it's like, yeah, it's so fucking good. Shapes is coming up. That's the kind of the one about the werewolves. It's got a lot.
I'm gonna try to keep it proper.
I know. I'm gonna fucking just being like, I'm so sorry, Native Americans. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. But also, he directed a series best episode, and I believe it's your favorite. Clyde Bruckman's Final Repose is one of his episodes.
That is my favorite.
Yeah, and it's a hell of an episode. I believe that's the first Darren Morgan. Maybe,
probably.
I don't want to commit to that.
That seems too late for that, though.
It might be, but it is not my favorite Darren Morgan, but it's also one of my favorite episodes as well.
It's because it's a fucking killer performance from Peter Boyle.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is shining like a fucking star the whole time.
It's because they shit on you, shit on your life,
they shit on everything you do. Oh man, we should do Joe at some point.
Oh no, thank you.
Do we got the guts to do Joe? So this episode features guest stars Felicity Huffman in an early career performance, and 3 Hollywood that guys. We got like Jeff Kober, who you've definitely seen playing bad guys in low budget action movies.
The Night Stalker.
Yep, the Night Stalker. He's in a movie called The First Power with Lou Diamond Phillips.
That movie is fucking terrible.
I haven't seen it since it came out. And we got Xander Berkeley and a guy named Steve Heitner.
So bad.
Yeah, Xander Berkeley. And so this is the first of 3 riffs on The Thing. We're going to see 2 more in season 2, an episode called Darkness Falls, which is a little looser, but it's the same fucking thing where there's
I don't like that episode either.
Yeah, that's another one where it's like unseen enemy.
That's the bug one, right?
Yes, that's the one where the little tiny micro bugs that kind of glow in the dark. And then Firewalker, which is another David Nutter episode where they're isolated on the edge of a volcano with a squirmy monster that kind of takes over living hosts.
It's kind of I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a boring concept.
If they did it once and they executed it well, and I think they pulled it off in this. Like the one thing that dogs me in this episode is just the fact that it's such a fucking blatant lift of the thing that I just can't quite get past it. Yeah. But they do it like fucking 3 or 4 times throughout the entire series.
Yeah, and it's just like we all saw Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's a great movie. I don't need to see it 100 more times.
No. I will watch an Abel Ferrara version of it, though.
Oh, of Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah.
That's the inferior one, right?
Oh, no. I am fully aware of that because the one in the 70s, I will watch a goddamn million times. Because we got Donald Sutherland.
What about the one in the 50s?
I'm okay with that one. But like the one in, is it 78? I think that one came out in. Mm-hmm. That one's got Donald Sutherland. It's got Jeff Goldblum. It's got Leonard Nimoy. It's just dudes trading lines.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. They're both good.
And Veronica Cartwright just freaking out the whole time.
Doing what she does in literally every movie she's ever been in.
Even in the Birds.
X-Files. The X-Files episodes she's in. She freaks out in those too.
Yeah, she's got a type, man. What did the press think of this episode?
They liked it. They liked it a lot.
Okay.
Entertainment Weekly. They gave it an A-.
Ooh, okay.
Particularly taut and briskly paced with good comic relief. I'm not sure about that. Including Mulder's memorable reference to his manhood shrunken by the cold.
That is a funny line, though.
Mm-hmm. Placing the agents in utterly isolated situations will continue to pay off. I disagree with that. Just blanket.
Because there's only so much you can do with that sort of a setting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they I don't like the ones where they're like kind of pitted against each other.
Oh no, because the thing with these two is they've got simpatico. You want to see them combine forces and really make it work. When they kind of go up against each other, it's like except for that episode where Scully gets a tattoo that's got Jodie Foster for a voice.
Oh yeah, the one where she is and the guy's a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I mean, I like the episode, but I don't like it because you're right. They are already sort of up against each other ideologically.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the natural tension between the two of them that runs through every episode. We don't really need to push it to that level. I said, if they maybe once, that's cool. But like I said, they do it several fucking times. And when they do, it's like, I just don't like that sort of dynamic between Mulder and Scully.
No, I didn't like it in the last dog shit episode where the guy's trying to convince her to not destroy the computer or whatever. And she briefly considers it. It's like, she wouldn't.
No, she wouldn't do that. Like, what is to be fucking gained from this? That machine has literally killed 3 people.
But we also it's already established, they trust each other. She wouldn't even consider that proposition from a stranger.
Yeah.
So I don't like that.
No.
I mean, but they do paranoia pretty well in this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to talk about it?
Well, let's see if I got anything good to say here. Well, all the interiors in this were shot at a Molson brewery. Canada.
Very Canadian. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate it. I'm Canadian in spirit, so I love a good Canada reference.
So one of the reasons why, so initially they said they were like, oh, this was inspired by a Science News article about some Greenland expedition.
Oh yeah, because there was a lot of ice core drilling going on in the 90s. The technology just kind of caught up, and it made it sort of affordable for universities to do it. And there was a lot of really interesting shit turned up. So I can buy that, but but
it's also just a ripoff of.
It's just the thing, though. It's just the thing.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So let's just call it what it is.
You've been listening to a sample of our Patreon exclusive podcast, Do You Think I'm Spooky? For access to all our past premium episodes, go to patreon.com/bringmetheaxepod, where you can subscribe for $5 a month. Your support also gets you access to Radio Free Haddonfield, my bi-weekly DJ show for the weeks when Do You Think I'm Spooky is off. That's an extra episode of content on the weekly from your favorite podcast. We love and appreciate every one of our listeners, and your support makes this whole enterprise worthwhile. Once again, that's patreon.com/bringmetheaxepod. Sign up for the $5 tier today.